In the early years of the 20th century, the world was changing at a pace never before seen in history. New inventions were transforming the way people lived, worked, and traveled. Among the innovators who shaped this era, few stand as tall as Henry Ford, the visionary behind one of the most storied names in the automotive industry. The story of Ford is not simply the history of a company, it is the history of a revolution that put the world on wheels, forever altering the course of human society and industry. It all began with a dream. Henry Ford, born on a farm in Michigan in 1863, was fascinated by machines from an early age. As a young man, he worked as an engineer for the Edison Illuminating Company, but his passion lay in building vehicles. In 1896, Ford completed his first experimental vehicle, the quadricycle, a simple, gasoline-powered buggy that marked the humble beginnings of a global giant. Ford's belief was radical for its time. He envisioned automobiles not as luxury items for the wealthy elite, but as practical, affordable tools that anyone could own. This vision led to the founding of the Ford Motor Company in 1903. With an investment of $28,000 from a group of investors, Ford set out to build his dream. The company's first car, the Model A, was introduced that year, selling just a few thousand units. But Ford was not satisfied. He believed that cars should be built faster, better, and cheaper. He relentlessly experimented with both the product and the production process, always seeking ways to improve efficiency and reduce costs. The real breakthrough came in 1908 with the introduction of the Model T. Priced at $850 less, than many competitors. The Model T was rugged, reliable, and easy to maintain. Its simplicity made it perfect for the rough roads of rural America. More importantly, Ford's relentless focus on mass production meant he could continue to drop its price as production scaled. Over the next 2 decades, the Model T would become the most popular car in the world, with more than 15 million units sold. By 1925, the price had fallen to less than $300, making car ownership possible for millions of ordinary families. But the Model T was only part of Ford's innovation. The company's greatest contribution to industry was the moving assembly line, introduced in 1913. Inspired by the meatpacking plants of Chicago and the flow of parts in other industries, Ford's engineers developed a system where the car moved down a line, with workers performing specific tasks at each station. This assembly line method revolutionized manufacturing, slashing the time needed to build a car from over 12 hours to just 90 minutes. Productivity soared, costs plummeted, and Ford was able to pay his workers unprecedented wages, $5 a day, twice the going rate. This not only improved the lives of his employees, but also ensured that they could afford to buy the very cars they were building. The Model T and the assembly line changed the world, but Ford did not rest on his laurels. Throughout the 1920s and 1930s, the company continued to innovate. When sales of the Model T began to decline, Ford introduced the Model A in 1927, a car with improved styling, better performance, and modern features. The company also pioneered the use of new materials and manufacturing techniques, including the development of V8 engines, which brought more power and performance to the masses. As the decades rolled on, Ford faced new challenges and opportunities. The Great Depression tested the company's resilience, but Ford weathered the storm. During World War II, the company converted its factories to support the war effort, building tanks, airplanes, and other military vehicles at an astonishing pace. The Willow Run plant, built by Ford, became famous for producing a B-24 bomber every hour, a testament to the company's manufacturing prowess. After the war, Ford entered a new era. The post-war boom saw the rise of suburbia, the expansion of highways, and a growing appetite for stylish, powerful cars. In 1948, Ford introduced the F-Series pickup truck, a vehicle that would become an American icon and the best-selling truck line in history. In 1955, the Thunderbird brought style and sophistication to the Ford lineup, while the 1964 Mustang captured the spirit of youthful rebellion and freedom, becoming a cultural phenomenon and creating the pony car segment. Throughout the latter half of the 20th century, Ford continued to shape the automotive landscape. The company expanded globally, establishing manufacturing operations and sales networks around the world. Ford's vehicles became synonymous with quality, durability, and innovation, from the reliable Escort to the luxurious Lincoln Continental. But the journey was not without its setbacks. The oil crises of the 1970s forced Ford and other automakers to rethink their strategies as consumers demanded more fuel-efficient vehicles. Ford responded with smaller cars like the Pinto and the Fiesta, though not without controversy or challenges. The 1980s and 1990s brought new competition from Japanese automakers, technological advances, and a focus on safety, quality, and environmental responsibility. During this period, Ford embraced innovation in design and manufacturing. The introduction of computer-aided design, robotics, and lean manufacturing techniques helped the company improve quality and efficiency. Ford also invested in new technologies to reduce emissions and improve fuel economy, including the development of hybrid vehicles and advanced engines. One of Ford's defining strengths has been its ability to adapt and reinvent itself. In the early 2000s, facing financial challenges and a rapidly changing industry, the company launched the Way Forward plan, streamlining operations, investing in new products, and focusing on its core brands. Under the leadership of Alan Mulally, Ford was the only major American automaker to avoid bankruptcy during the 2008 financial crisis, thanks to bold restructuring and a renewed commitment to quality and innovation. In recent years, Ford has continued to lead the way in automotive technology and design. The company has embraced the future of mobility, investing heavily in electric and autonomous vehicles. The launch of the all-electric Mustang Mach-E and the F-150 Lightning represents a new chapter in Ford's evolution, combining legendary nameplates with cutting-edge technology. Ford's commitment to sustainability is evident in its efforts to reduce carbon emissions, use recycled materials, and develop alternative energy sources. The story of Ford is also the story of its people, visionary leaders, dedicated engineers, skilled workers, and loyal customers. From the assembly lines of Detroit to the racetracks of Le Mans, Ford's legacy has been shaped by countless individuals who shared a belief in the power of innovation, hard work, and determination. The company's impact extends far beyond the cars it builds. Ford has played a vital role in defining American culture, supporting communities, and driving economic growth around the world. As Ford celebrates more than a century of progress, its influence can be seen everywhere. The blue oval logo is recognized in nearly every corner of the globe, a symbol of quality, reliability, and innovation. Ford vehicles have become part of the fabric of everyday life, from the family sedan to the workhorse pickup, the sleek sports car to the rugged SUV. The company's products have carried presidents, explorers, and adventurers, helped farmers and builders, and brought people closer together. The future of Ford holds new challenges and opportunities. The automotive world is changing faster than ever, with advances in electrification, connectivity, and automation reshaping the way people move. Ford is meeting these challenges head-on, investing in new technologies, forging partnerships, and reimagining what it means to be a mobility company. The commitment to making transportation accessible, affordable, and sustainable remains at the heart of Ford's mission. Yet, even as it looks to the future, Ford remains true to its roots. The spirit of Henry Ford, the belief in progress, the passion for innovation, and the desire to serve the needs of everyday people continues to drive the company forward. Every vehicle that rolls off a Ford assembly line carries with it a legacy of ingenuity, determination, and possibility. From the earliest days of the Model T to the high-tech vehicles of today, Ford's journey is a testament to the power of a simple idea, that the automobile can change the world. Through triumphs and trials, innovation and reinvention, Ford has remained an enduring symbol of the American spirit and a beacon for dreamers and doers everywhere. As we look back on the history and evolution of Ford, we see more than just the story of a company. We see the story of a revolution that shaped the modern world, a legacy built on vision and hard work, and a promise that the best is yet to come. For more than a century, Ford has been more than an automaker. It has been an engine of progress, driving humanity forward on the road to a brighter future. And as the journey continues, the legend of Ford only grows stronger, inspiring new generations to dream, to build, and to move the world.